Need to turn your man into a hottie zombie? Because this look is inspired by a surprisingly lovable zombie named R from the upcoming movie Warm Bodies. It's a funny twist on a classic love story. Before you apply anything on his face, you want to use face primer, especially if he's not used to wearing makeup, because this will protect his skin from all the zombie makeup we're going to apply on his face today. This is also going to help reduce shine and help the makeup last longer. With your palette, have your green makeup ready. As you guys know, zombies, they don't have blood circulation, so we have to reduce the redness on the face. Green is the complementary color to red. So if you apply the color green on top of the color red, it'll neutralize each other out. Try not to apply too much because you don't want him to look like a witch. Now apply lip balm so that his lips are nice and kissable. And mix up a foundation shade that's 4 shades lighter than his skin color. Try not to make his face look too white because he's just a zombie, he's not a ghost or a K-pop star. Just kidding. Guys really love this part because the brush is so soft and fluffy. Now it's time to prime the eyes and get it ready for your zombie eye makeup. Eyeshadow primer will help intensify the eyeshadow colors. And now it's time for zombie contacts. We need your eyes to look white. For the eye makeup, I recommend using soft brushes. Guys who aren't used to having their makeup done will appreciate this. First, we're going to apply a red color along the lower lash line. And whatever's left over on your brush, apply this on the top lid. We're using the color red as an undertone. It'll help make the eyes look more scary. And now it's time for the next color. You want to take a dark gray color or a black eyeshadow and start darkening his eyes. Ask him to look up when you're applying makeup on his lower lash line. This will make it easier for him and also for you. Then, when his eyes are closed, start building up the color intensity. Brush the color along the sides of his nose. This will help his eyes appear more sunken in and hollow. It's better to have a gradual build. It's easier to put more makeup on than to remove it. Try not to apply too much eye makeup or else he's gonna end up looking like an adorable panda. So try and use a light hand. Even out both eyes until they look sexy zombie appropriate. And now it's time to move on to his cheekbones. R has very angular features. It's probably because he's skin and bones. So you're gonna have to really contour his cheekbones. I'm actually using the same dark gray eyeshadow color and I'm contouring his face with it. You don't want to use any browns or bronzers because this will warm up his face, making him appear more alive and less dead. Now that his face is done, we can move on to the lips. Use a very dark violet or black lip color, and with your lip brush, dab it on the center of his lips. Have him press his lips together like this so it transfers to the top part of his lips. And now, gradually build up the color. Keep feathering it out. The colors should look more intense along the crease of his mouth and slowly fade out. Also, blend the lip color outside the corners of his mouth. Kissable lips. This is the part where you can tell him that we're almost done with the makeup. Last step, veins. R has a lot of veins around his neck area, so mix up the color green, blue, and purple to create the perfect vein color made just for the dead. Look at reference photos because veins are kind of tricky to draw because you don't want the veins to look too angular or else they'll look like cracks. Take your powder brush and softly blur out the veins so it doesn't look like it's painted on. Like real veins, it should look as if it's underneath your skin. Do this by applying powder over the veins to create that translucent appearance. They should look more like skinny tree branches. Perfect. In the movie, R wears a gray t-shirt. He has a bullet hole too, so I'm gonna create one. Okay, this step, I recommend not to do it on a person, but I didn't want Dominic to take off his shirt. We gotta keep this very PG, guys. So I'm cinching his collar so it looks worn and old. From here, dirty up the shirt by dusting it with eyeshadow. With my zombie black blood, start splattering this on his shirt. If you need bigger splatters, take a larger paintbrush and use that to splatter the zombie blood on. Dominic has very long hair, so I had to clip it back and make it shorter to match it as close to ours hair as possible. And now we're finally finished. Now it's time for him to find love. So my question is, would you date the zombie? Don't discriminate zombies, they need love too. Finish off this look with the red hoodie, and don't forget to zombify it. Is that even a word? He's perhaps the only zombie that I'd be okay with if he wanted to eat me. Anyways, good luck everyone. If you're in a mood for a love story about the power of human connection, check out Warm Bodies when it hits theaters.